Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 71 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series. Just getting logged in today. Last episode, which was a world download episode, by the way, I got the basics of a phytogenic isolator up and running. I want to use these to produce large quantities of nether wart and mushrooms. So in order to work, these things will work on pretty much any crop, which is cool. So, like, you can put anything in here, right? Like, if I wanted to, I could put seeds in here. And I'd get a bunch of wheat. Watch this, in theory. See? Lots of wheat and even a few seeds. Cool. They pretty much work on anything. And this thing ran and made myself more phytogenic with this stuff. So that's cool. However, in order to work on special things like nether wart, you need a nether wart augment. To work on mushrooms, you need the mushroom augment. However, we have one little tiny itsy bitsy problem. To craft this, you need mycelium. I don't have any mycelium. And to make mycelium, I think we can actually do it with a moistener from forestry. So I think that's what we're going to work on today. Like, I don't know of any mycelium that exists anywhere, and I can't think of any other way to get mycelium short of the moistener. So that's what we're going to try and work on. So what's involved in making a moistener? Sturdy casing, which seems easy enough. Bronze, let's get ourselves a stack of that. So this might not be too bad of a process. So copper gears, sturdy casing, moistener. That could be cool. Let's put this in our basement. So for this to work, I guess I could go like over here in the corner. We'll put the moistener in the corner. Why not? Let's get some conduits down here. Say what? You don't need power? Okay, cool. I'll take that. What he is going to need is water and seeds. So let's get an exporter. Just one should be enough. You know what? I have an extra one from last episode. I made 3 when I only needed 2. So fluids, water, nice. Okay, cool. And then mycelium just needs, it looks like wheat and seeds. So if I were to get wheat and seeds, is that going to work? Maybe? Oh, neat. Can also make mossy cobble. So let's speed this up. It does seem to take a while. Luckily, I've got an acceleration wand here to make my life a little bit easier. Mycelium! Nice! Well, that was easy. Easier than I thought it might be. Alright, so we've got our mycelium substrate augment. I want maybe a couple phantom faces. Because we're going to need to rearrange this bad boy. So let's get you. So here's the deal. We're going to want 2 of these phytogenic guys. And wow, inventory full. A lot. Let's put away. I'm going to need at least 1 of you. I don't need you anymore, and I don't need you. That should be enough to put things away. Everything else I probably need at the moment, I think. I don't need my drawer key. That's enough cleanup. So let's try and make this look nice. Does that sound like a plan? What I'm going to do is we'll have our 2 phytogenic isolators, like right here and here. Okay. And I'm going to clear the inputs of all these. Okay. And then we'll have, relative to these guys, we will have the phantom faces. We'll have one here that links to this one, and we'll have one over here that links to that one. So that they're nice and spaced out, because we're going to need a lot of sides accessing this. And I think it's just as easy as saying you to here and you to here. And that should be good. Cool. Now one of these is resonant already, but I'm going to want another one. So resonant conversion kit. Let's kick off that guy. And we're probably going to want some more speed upgrades as well. Cool. So this guy will be for mushrooms, let's say, and this one can be for nether wart. Sweet. So let's reconfigure over here what we need. So let's get some cabling running. So we will export on a couple sides here, right? So let's configure this guy so that blue on the top so that we can export fluids water. That should get water filling up. Nice. All right. We're also going to want to exporter on a particular side. Phyto. Green is the side that we want to do that on. So that shouldn't be a problem. Cool. All right, so that'll force it so that it only puts Phyto in this slot. All right, that's good. Is my resonant guy done yet, by the way? Yeah, he is. Nice. So you're getting all upgraded. You're going to get this one and the 3 augments that I crafted and left in the system. Yep. And while you're here, let's get you guys going. How's this thing doing, by the way? 10 out of 16 wireless links. So we're actually pretty good, right? So we're going to want a couple more exporters. And an importer or two. Let's get a bunch for now. And that's that. So then the other thing we need to do is we need to put items in and get items out. So we want to put in 1 nether wart and get out however many nether wart we get. Okay? So let's do that. And to this, we're gonna do this with the storage drawers, kind of like we did the other thing. So let's get ourselves a 4 stacks. Sounds like enough nether wart and mushroom, right? We'll probably do like we did before, which is we'll cap it at 2. So we'll put these guys away. So what I could do that would be really neat. So we're going to want a connector on the, probably on the left and the right. Or on the left on the bottom. Okay. So on the left will be purple. And the bottom will be the orange side. So this side will be put in nether wart. And this side will be take out nether wart. Okay. And then we're going to want our controller. I have a controller over here already, so I could probably reuse this, and that wouldn't be too big of a deal. Let's do that. So if I just ran some network cable. Do I want this to go down one lower? I might. And what I'll do is I'll just run it straight over to here. So we'll get some network cable. Okay, so you're going to be wart in, and you're going to be wart out. Okay, so what we want to do, and then we're going to want a storage drawer somewhere around here. It probably doesn't matter where. How about in a place that's pretty easily accessible? How about right here? Okay, and this will be a connector. Okay, good, it didn't crash. My game like stuttered there for a second, and I'm like, did I just crash? And of course, I literally just put away the key. that I'm going to need for this. Drawer key, lock this dude. And we're going to need to put you and you. Cool? Cool. So now we know that amount. So I'm going to create a logic channel here. Create. It's going to be on the drawer. And we're going to say item less than. For now, we're going to go with like half a stack, 32, right? And this guy will be item less than 32 mushroom. And this will be, we'll say, let's do red. And this guy, is there a brown? That would be cool. If not, we'll go with white. That's fine, right? So red for nether wart, white for mushroom. Cool. So you're going to emit those signals, right? And if you're not following along, go watch the episode where I did quartz and glowstone. That should work. Cool. Now this is connector wart out. This is connector wart in. Sweet. So what we'll say is, if we have less than 32 of these items, we want to then create an item channel that will... So this is wart out. This is wart in, right? So actually, we want, on the drawer, we want to extract only if there's an output color of red, nether wart. A single item every 20 ticks. Okay. Only nether wart. Amount in destination inventory to keep, 1. Cool. This is important. And I'll tell you why. Because if this is set up correctly, and I'm going to briefly disable this channel, and I'm also going to briefly set this guy to only work, or this guy to only work with a redstone signal. I'm going to take the fluxed phyto goo out of there, right? So watch what's going to happen. In theory, if I get all my nether wart and I put them all in here, right? If this is set up the way I think it is and how it's going to work, we want wart in here to be an insert. Cool. And max amount in destination inventory will be 1. Okay. So what this should do is it should make it so that it only ever puts 1 nether wart in here, because we don't want it to overflow, right? Imagine that we take out 1 nether wart, right? And we're now at 100, now we're at 30 instead of 32, right? We took out 2 nether wart and used them, right? It's gonna every second add nether wart to this phytogenic isolator, and it's gonna take like 5 seconds to process. So by the time it actually gets the nether wart that it needs, it will have put like 5 or 6 in here, and all 5 or 6 are going to process. So by saying only put 1 in there, it's only going to do 1 process at a time. And that's going to be key for what we want to do. So if I'm right about this, when I activate this channel right here, it should throw 1 nether wart in here, and only 1 nether wart. It won't keep putting more in. That's important. Cool? Cool. So I'm going to disable this channel for a moment because I don't want this actually running yet. Or maybe I will enable it. We'll see. So let's give this a chance, actually. So I'm going to turn you back to always work, right? And then let's see if what I've set up here is going to do what I want it to do. So currently we have 21 nether wart. If I activate channel 3, right, it'll take one of those nether wart, it'll put it in here, and it'll make 10. Nice. All right, you know what I forgot to do? I'm going to use channel 8 for this, but I'm going to create an item channel that will wart in, wart out. So we want to extract from here a stack every second and insert it into here. Cool. And now that should get me 48 nether wart. So now if I activate this channel again, it's not running anymore. Cool. But if I grab like... you know. Oh, right, I didn't set up an external bus to this guy yet. We're going to definitely want one of those. But if I grab, like... So we're at 32. It shouldn't be running. Cool. You, by the way, should be good. Why are you at 32? Or 62? Shouldn't you be maxed out? Oh. Whatever. If I take one more out of here, this should run. Make 10, and then we're done. How cool is that? I like it. So now we're going to set up the same system right here. So why are you having trouble filling this guy back up? Did I forget to put the crafter in here? That's why you're not working. That's why it's not working. Now we're at 64. Now we're good. All right. So now we're going to want our exporter, our importer. I'll probably want my external storage, right? So we're going to exporter. So again, this guy, we're going to configure it with similar sidedness. So blue on the top. You're going to be set to fluids, and you're going to fill up with water. Okay. We'll have an exporter on this side. That's going to do this with a crafter in it. Okay. And once we hook up a cable here, we should be groovy. And now you should be getting that green. Nice. That's working. We will want this here and here. This guy will be purple, and that guy will be orange. We will name you mush in, mush out. You see how much I'm enjoying this XNet mod? Imagine trying to do this without XNet, for reals. That might be a little trickier than you might imagine. I mean, there's other ways to do it, obviously, but the level of control that we have with this is pretty awesome, I have to say. And I'm really enjoying it. So now we set up similar logic over here. Now, we've already got the logic channel programmed, so all we have to do is set up this guy. And we're also going to want to extract from wart out, or mush out, right? So if we set this guy to extract a stack every 20 ticks, so he'll always extract from here, so we don't have to do another channel for extracting for the mushrooms, but we do want to use another channel for extracting from the drawer. So we're going to create a new item channel. And I'm going to disable this channel for a minute because I don't want it running yet. But for mushroom out, no, we don't want it there. We want it on mushroom in. So the drawer will be an extract on this channel. We're going to say mushrooms with 1 in the destination, but only when the white channel's on, because that's the mushroom channel. Okay? 1 in the destination inventory. Mushroom in will be an insert, whitelist, 1 mushroom. Cool? So when the white channel is activated, we're going to extract 1 mushroom at a time, a single item at a time, keep 1 in the destination inventory. This guy here, max amount in destination inventory, is going to be 1. Either one of those should work. I'm just doing both to be extra safe. And then extract, right? So all I should, in theory, have to do is put mushrooms in there. And what I'm going to do is get all my mushrooms. Now I can do the same for the other mushroom type, and I'm probably going to. Okay, so we're going to do that for both mushroom types. Cool. All right, so let's just get this going first, though. So if I activate this channel, we should see this running. Look at that. Nice. And then as soon as we hit 32 of the brown mushrooms, it's going to stop processing. Nice. That is cool. That worked perfectly. I like it. So now let's just add 1 more channel here. So the logic channel, we're going to go with item less than 32 of the red mushroom type. We'll go, I mean, it doesn't really matter what color we use. Green. Does that sound cool? And then we'll create a new item channel over here that says, hey, you extract I'm going to disable this for a minute. Keep one amount, but only run on green. And we'll insert into the mushroom interface. You guys, one item at a time. Does that sound cool? So if I activate this channel now, he should be running. Dude, that is awesome. Then we throw an external storage guy on this dude, like that, with a cable here. And suddenly, we now are keeping in stock the proper amount of mushrooms and nether wart. So the only thing I'm going to change now is I'm going to change this guy to be, disable you for a sec, 128, 128, 128. So now we'll keep 2 full stacks. So nothing should be running because the logic channel is disabled. But as soon as I reactivate this logic channel, everything's going to run. And how cool is that? It's working. So the other thing I want to do is set your priority to 10 so that any mushrooms and nether wart that get entered into the system go into there. And that, my friends, is pretty much a completed build. How great is that? So 2 stacks of nether wart, boom, stopped running. We'll have 2 stacks of mushrooms in a moment here, and it's going to stop running, of both types of mushrooms. And we're using the same machine for both types. I consider that pretty awesome. How do you guys like it? I hope you like it, because I like it. Right? It might always do like one extra process, because it'll be like that short interim between it gets the items out of the machine and it triggers that logic process, right? So it might be like, oh, I put 1 item in and we're at like 1 stack and 63 items. And it finished processing, so I'm going to move the next item in, but then the next 10 come in. So that's why we'll sometimes have an extra 10. But that's why I'm using a drawer that can hold 4 stacks, and I'm telling it to stop running after 2 stacks. So we now have, for all intents and purposes, pretty much, I was worried that might happen, by the way. We have, for all intents and purposes, so let's change the back here to green. We'll make the top purple. Exporter, cable. We're going to want to put redstone on this guy at some point. We probably don't have any redstone ore, but that's okay. We'll do it eventually. So for all intents and purposes, that's pretty awesome and perfect. I like it. And practically unlimited nether wart, glowstone, etc. So we've got wart, we've got mushrooms, 2 stacks of both. We've got glowstone, and we've got quartz. All pretty much doable. And then slag, by the way, how's my slag situation? 236 rich slag, which remember we get 12 phyto per. So we're doing pretty good. All right, back in a minute. You know, if I'm being honest, don't look half bad down here once I put a floor in. A little proud. A little proud. I don't have a lot to be proud of, I know. But hey, this series is not about decoration skills. This series is about let's have fun with things. So let's turn this on for a minute. Get me some redstone, please. Just so I can add it to that export filter thing, and then we'll be back up and running beautifully again. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wanted to test that sand thing. That's why I kept checking it last episode. I was like, once we run out of redstone, is it going to put 2 stacks of sand in here? Or is it smarter than that? It's not smarter than that. Nope. Nope, not smarter. Redstone ore, let's go. I thought this would be quicker. I thought it would be like, oh yeah, well, redstone in a second. Because that's what happened last time. But nope. Wow. Where is all the redstone? Haha, there it is. Finally got some. Nice. So we just have to re-add this to the exporter here. And now you should be groovy. Nice. All right, that works for me. So slag is a go, redstone is a go, ore collection is a go. How's power doing, by the way? Just fine. Is this thing running? Did I leave this on? Nope. Everything's off at the moment, so that's cool. Okay. Yeah. I think we're in really good shape, guys. Just occurred to me. I think with minimal configuration, I could upgrade this to include sugarcane. All I would need to do would be to add a color for sugarcane. Of course, I'm already using green because I didn't plan to do this at the time. But we could use blue. Blue sounds like a good sugarcane color, right? And then all we have to do is have a new channel for extracting and inserting. So like we could reuse since this is doing 2 mushrooms, this one can do nether wart and sugarcane. Does that sound cool? So we'll create a new item channel here. We'll set this guy to when blue is active. Extract a single sugarcane, keep 1 in inventory. I'm going to disable the channel for a sec. This one will be the insert of sugarcane, keep 1 in the inventory. Like, that's literally it. Now if we activate this channel and we put our sugarcane back in here. Will sugarcane go into this thing? I had hoped it would. Did I derp something there? Channel's active. When blue is on... Oh, right. 128. Hey, look! Sugarcane! What'd that take? 20 seconds? And technically we could do this for other plant types as well. We would need another storage drawer and maybe another controller. But that's pretty awesome. Like, that's really awesome. I like that. We just added sugarcane to the mix. So we're at episode 71. And we finally automated sugarcane. Something I've been saying I have to do for how many episodes now? 71? Alright, maybe not the first episode I needed automated sugarcane, but pretty close probably. So yeah, what do you guys think about that? That was actually really easy to add on to. Like at first I was like thinking I might need another phytogenic, and I'm like, wait a second, I can just reuse the existing one. I don't need a new one. That should work fine, right? Dude, 2 stacks of sugarcane and a bat, and you're done. You're done. That is awesome. All right, so that's a thing. All right, so I'm gonna call that a wrapping up point. It might be a minute or 2 early, but you know, it's all good because that pretty much finishes what I wanted to work on today. So I think we'll wrap up here. We'll come back next time. There's still a lot of cool stuff that we haven't even looked at yet. There's a lot of different mods that we can take a look at. There's a lot more to do in Draconic Evolution. There's a lot more to do in Blood Magic. There's a lot more to do in Botania. I wouldn't mind getting a Gaia Guardian fight going. There's just a ton of things that would be worth doing. But for now, it's wrapping up point. So Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And we'll be back next time with more fun and automation. All right, guys. Take it easy.